Orbiting the Earth aboard his spaceship, Oarao contemplates the blue planet, reflecting on the desolation he witnessed in his time, a future where humanity faces its possible extinction. This bleak vision drives his tireless quest for answers and solutions. His journey through time is not just an exploration of knowledge or an understanding of his own creation, but also a greater mission: to discover a way to prevent or reverse the end of humanity. Oarao wonders if his existence and time travels are part of a larger plan, perhaps a programming by his creator to save humanity. After his journey to ancient China, where he unraveled the secrets of the Yellow Emperor in 2697 BC, Oarao's quest for truth now takes him to the heart of Renaissance Europe, in Florence, at the beginning of the 16th century. In this cradle of human rebirth, he encounters a world where art and mystery intertwine in the brushstrokes of Leonardo da Vinci. Amid the wonders of the Renaissance, the Mona Lisa awaits. More than a masterpiece, it is a portal to a mystery that spans the centuries, hiding secrets that could rewrite the history of humanity. Leonardo da Vinci, an unmatched genius, weaves a hidden narrative in the shadows of his studio that could change everything Oarao knows about the past and the future. Join us in the discovery of the secret of the Mona Lisa, where the veils of history are lifted, and Oarao's true journey unfolds. In every brushstroke, in every subtle glance, lies a clue to unravel an enigma that could reveal the role of extraterrestrial beings in the tapestry of human history. Follow Oarao in another episode of iHistory, where the past is not just remembered but experienced, and where the quest to save humanity takes on new meaning. After his revealing journey in ancient China, where he interacted with the Yellow Emperor and explored ancient mysteries, Oarao now finds himself facing a new historical puzzle. His relentless quest for answers about the origin of humanity and extraterrestrial influence on Earth leads him to one of the most iconic symbols of world art, the Mona Lisa. In his research, Oarao comes across the Mona Lisa, a work that has transcended generations and cultures. Fascinated by the technique and the enigmatic expression of the depicted figure, he begins to suspect that Leonardo da Vinci, the master behind the painting, may have known more than he let on in his works. The intensity of Mona Lisa's gaze seems to conceal deep secrets, perhaps even coded messages. Using his advanced knowledge and futuristic technology, Oarao analyzes the painting in detail. He discovers hidden patterns and symbols that are not visible to the naked eye, leading him to believe that the Mona Lisa may be a star map or a code related to the Anunnaki. This revelation motivates him to explore further, convinced that the answer to the presence and influence of these ancient beings on humanity may be hidden in Renaissance art. Determined to unravel this mystery, Oarao travels to Florence, Italy, the cradle of the Renaissance and home to Leonardo da Vinci. There he hopes not only to understand the secrets contained in the Mona Lisa, but also to discover the hidden connections between the great minds of the time and extraterrestrial mysteries. In Florence, Oarao delves deep into history, exploring the streets where Leonardo walked and the spaces where he created his masterpieces. With each step, Oarao gets closer not only to understanding the Mona Lisa, but also to comprehending a hidden chapter in human history. While Oarao explores the alleys and studios of Florence, he comes across an intriguing story that resonates with his own quest for hidden truths. He discovers rumors and historical records suggesting that Leonardo da Vinci, one of the greatest geniuses of the Renaissance, went through a transformative experience, an event that shaped his art and thinking in unimaginable ways. The story goes that Leonardo, during a period of seclusion and deep reflection, ventured into a dark and mysterious cave. Oarao is fascinated to learn that, according to records, Leonardo emerged from that cave with a new perspective and renewed energy for his art and inventions. Intrigued by this narrative, Oarao begins to investigate further. He finds hints that Leonardo's time in the cave may have been more than just a quest for isolation. There are speculations, though not historically verified, that Leonardo may have encountered something or someone in that cave, a possible connection with beings from another world. Oarao examines Leonardo's works before and after this episode. He notes a remarkable evolution in style, complexity, and depth of his creations. This change, Oarao believes, can be attributed to the knowledge or inspiration that Leonardo gained during his time in the cave. Determined to unravel this mystery, Oarao initiates a search for the exact location of the cave. He believes that exploring this place may provide insights not only about Leonardo, but also about extraterrestrial influence on human genius. Upon arriving in Florence, Oarao finds himself in a vibrant city at the height of the Renaissance. The streets are filled with artists, thinkers, and innovations shaping the future of humanity. He marvels at the architecture, paintings, and sculptures that adorn the city, but his main focus is on unraveling the mysteries hidden in the works of Leonardo da Vinci. Oarao begins his investigation by visiting places where Leonardo's works are displayed, including galleries, churches, and private collections. He studies each piece with meticulous attention, using advanced devices to detect any anomalies or hidden codes that may be present. Through detailed analysis, Oarao starts identifying strange patterns and symbols in Leonardo's paintings and notebooks. He particularly focuses on the Mona Lisa, convinced that the painting contains clues about the existence and influence of the Anunnaki. Oarao uses his advanced understanding of cryptography and ancient languages to decipher these codes. In addition to artworks, Oarao seeks access to the old studios and spaces where Leonardo worked. He explores these historical locations, looking for sketches, notes, and experiments by Leonardo that may offer more insights into his possible extraterrestrial connections. To better understand the context in which Leonardo created his works, Oarao engages in conversations with artists, scholars, and citizens of the time. These dialogues provide insights into the life and character of Leonardo, as well as the beliefs and scientific knowledge of the era. As his investigation progresses, Oarao begins to form theories about how Leonardo may have been influenced by extraterrestrial knowledge. He correlates this information with what he learned in his previous travels, especially his discoveries in China with the Yellow Emperor. After his initial investigations in Florence, Oarao finally finds an opportunity to get closer to the enigmatic genius himself, Leonardo da Vinci. Oarao aims to engage in a direct conversation with Leonardo to uncover the truth about his experiences in the cave and any possible encounters with beings from beyond Earth. Oarao finds Leonardo in his studio, a space filled with unfinished paintings, detailed sketches, and peculiar inventions. He expresses his admiration for Leonardo's work, highlighting his particular interest in innovative techniques and the emotional depth captured in the paintings. During their interactions, Oarao and Leonardo discuss various subjects ranging from the nuances of painting and sculpture to the mysteries of nature and the wonders of engineering. Oarao, with his knowledge of the future, asks carefully planned questions to probe Leonardo's mind without revealing his true identity or intentions. The Mona Lisa, one of Leonardo's most intriguing works, becomes a frequent topic in their conversations. Oarao observes the painting closely, commenting on the sfumato technique, the enigmatic expression of the figure, and the possible hidden meanings behind her mesmerizing eyes. He seeks clues to hidden knowledge or messages that may be embedded in the artwork. Over time, Oarao's genuine curiosity and deep understanding of art and science earn Leonardo's trust. This allows Oarao closer access to Leonardo's personal works, and perhaps even his most private thoughts as a Renaissance master. As Oarao deepens his relationship with Leonardo, he begins to notice subtleties in their conversations and artworks that suggest a deeper understanding of the universe and possibly connections to extraterrestrial knowledge. He realizes that Leonardo may have secrets that go far beyond the art and science of his time. After several conversations with Leonardo and meticulous analysis of his works, Oarao begins to piece together an enigma that leads to a hidden cave on the outskirts of Florence. The clues left in Leonardo's works are subtle, but to a trained mind like Oarao's, they clearly point to this mysterious location. Following the encrypted coordinates found in Leonardo's notebooks, Oarao ventures through the Tuscan fields to locate the hidden entrance to the cave. Covered in vegetation and virtually untouched by time, the cave appears to be a portal to long-lost secrets. Inside the cave, Oarao finds an environment that appears to have been used by Leonardo as a refuge for study and meditation. The cave walls are covered with inscriptions and drawings that reflect Leonardo's brilliance and curiosity. Among these, there are symbols that do not align with the common knowledge of the time, suggesting influences from non-terrestrial origins. In a deeper chamber of the cave, Oarao discovers artifacts that are clearly advanced for Leonardo's era. These objects, along with the inscriptions, indicate possible extraterrestrial communication or influence. Oarao ponders the possibility that Leonardo may have had contact with beings from another world, which could explain his genius and revolutionary ideas. Using his high-tech equipment, Oarao analyzes the artifacts and inscriptions. He manages to decipher some of the messages which speak of the nature of the cosmos, life on other planets, and the interconnection of all things. This knowledge seems to have been a source of inspiration and innovation for Leonardo. Oarao realizes that some of the inscriptions in the cave bear striking similarities to the patterns and hidden symbols in the Mona Lisa. This strengthens his theory that the painting is a compendium of advanced knowledge, possibly a gift from Leonardo to posterity, cryptically encoded so that only the most astute could decipher it. As the relationship between Oarao and Leonardo da Vinci deepens, mutual trust is established. Leonardo, a keen observer and brilliant mind, begins to realize that there is something extraordinary about Oarao. His unique perspective, advanced knowledge, and insatiable curiosity. In a moment of introspection and trust, Leonardo decides to share with Oarao a secret he has held deep within himself. They meet in Leonardo's studio, a place where his greatest works and thoughts were conceived. Leonardo reveals to Oarao his belief that humanity was influenced and possibly even created by beings known as the Anunnaki. He explains that this belief arose from his experiences, studies, and, most significantly, the transformative encounter he had in the cave. Leonardo goes on to detail how he subtly incorporated these secrets into his art. He shows Oarao sketches and drafts, explaining the symbols and codes that represent his understanding of the Anunnaki and their influence on human history. Particularly in the Mona Lisa, Leonardo points out specific elements in the painting that contain allusions to these secrets. He highlights nuances in the expression, composition, and even the shadows meticulously designed to convey hidden messages. Oarao, absorbing Leonardo's revelations, reflects on how this new understanding could redefine humanity's perception of history. He acknowledges Leonardo's genius in encoding such secrets in his works, allowing them to withstand the test of time. The conversation deepens as they discuss the implications of these revelations. Leonardo expresses his ethical dilemma about sharing these secrets with the world and how he chose to express them through his art, allowing observant viewers to discover the truth. As the relationship between Oarao and Leonardo da Vinci develops, an exchange of ideas and knowledge begins to take place. These conversations between a time traveler and a Renaissance genius become pivotal points in the plot, where the past and the future intertwine in unexpected ways. Oarao, with his vast knowledge acquired through his time travels, begins to share with Leonardo techniques and concepts that are centuries ahead of the Renaissance era. He introduces Leonardo to advanced theories of physics, astronomy, and even biology, carefully adapting his explanations to avoid disrupting the timeline too much. In the areas of engineering and invention, Oarao offers insights that challenge and expand Leonardo's imagination. Together, they sketch designs and discuss machine principles that combine Leonardo's genius with Oarao's futuristic vision. Oarao, in turn, gains a deeper understanding of the role of the Anunnaki in human history through Leonardo's insights. He learns about the influence of these beings on ancient civilizations and how they may have shaped historical events in ways he never imagined. Leonardo shares his reflections and interpretations of the Anunnaki, based on his personal experiences and studies. He discusses how he believes these beings influenced art, science, and philosophy throughout history. These conversations provide Oarao with a new perspective on history and his own role as a time traveler. He begins to realize the complexities and responsibilities of interacting with historical figures and influencing past events. Oarao also reflects on how his own knowledge and actions may have implications not only in the past but also in the future of humanity. This exchange of knowledge between Oarao and Leonardo serves to enrich the narrative, offering moments of profound intellectual and emotional depth. Their conversations allow exploration of themes such as the fate of humanity, the role of knowledge, and the nature of genius. As the year 1519 unfolds, Leonardo da Vinci's health begins to decline. Oarao, having developed a deep relationship of respect and admiration for the Renaissance master, remains close, witnessing the final days of one of humanity's greatest geniuses. The death of Leonardo da Vinci marks the end of an era. Oarao, present in these final moments, observes how Leonardo bids farewell to the world with a mix of serenity and curiosity about the unknown. His last words are reflective, leaving a legacy of questions and wonders. After Leonardo's death, Oarao finds himself contemplating the revelations made by the artist. He reflects on how the secrets shared by Leonardo, especially regarding the Anunnaki and the role of extraterrestrial knowledge, could redefine humanity's understanding of history. Oarao ponders the responsibility of carrying such secrets, questioning how and whether to share this information with the world in his own time. Oarao's journey leads him to recognize that Leonardo's secrets and knowledge continue to influence humanity, not only through his art and inventions, but also in the deepest layers of human understanding of our origin and destiny. He realizes that just as Leonardo was a bridge between the past and the future, he himself, Oarao, plays a similar role as a time traveler, being a bridge between eras and knowledge. In 1519, Oarao departs with a new perspective on the impact one individual can have on history. He carries with him not only Leonardo's teachings, but also a renewed inspiration to continue his journey through time, seeking to unravel more mysteries and positively influence the course of humanity. The iHistory series, through the episode The Secret of the Mona Lisa, presents a fascinating narrative layer where Oarao discovers and interprets hidden codes and symbols in the works of Leonardo da Vinci. This quest for hidden messages serves as a central axis in the plot, guiding the viewer through a maze of art, history, and mysteries. The Mona Lisa, the central piece of this episode, is portrayed not only as a Renaissance masterpiece, but also as a complex puzzle filled with codes and messages. Oarao, with his advanced technology, examines the painting in microscopic detail, revealing hidden layers and symbols that escape common observers. Viewers are taken on a visual journey through Oarao's eyes, where elements like Mona Lisa's smile curvature, hand positioning, and the enigmatic background of the painting take on new meanings. In addition to the Mona Lisa, other works of Leonardo, such as the Vitruvian Man and the Last Supper, are explored. Oarao identifies geometric patterns, astronomical references, and symbolic representations that suggest knowledge far beyond Leonardo's time. The series uses animations and visual reconstructions to highlight these symbols, allowing the audience to actively participate in decoding the mysteries. Each of Oarao's discoveries is accompanied by a detailed explanation, blending historical knowledge, art theories, and speculations about extraterrestrial influences. These interpretations provide a new perspective on Leonardo's intentions and genius, suggesting that he may have been a recipient and transmitter of advanced knowledge. The revelation of these codes and symbols is gradually unveiled throughout the episode, maintaining suspense and viewer interest. Each new discovery by Oarao not only advances the plot, but also enriches the viewer's understanding of history and art. The interaction between Oarao and Leonardo is punctuated by these discoveries, creating moments of revelation and mutual admiration. As Oarao and Leonardo da Vinci engage in profound conversations, themes such as hidden knowledge, the origin of humanity, and the mysterious legacy of the Anunnaki become the focus of their discussions. These dialogues are crucial to the plot, providing insights into the beliefs and theories that shape the narrative. Oarao, Leonardo, in your paintings there is a depth that goes beyond art. You seem to touch on knowledge that few can comprehend. Where do these ideas come from? Leonardo: there is an ocean of wisdom that most only glimpse at the surface. I have strived to dive deeper, guided by visions and insights revealed to me. Art is just a means to express these hidden truths. Leonardo: I have often wondered about the origin of man. Are we merely a work of chance or the product of a more sophisticated design? Oarao: the history we know may be just the tip of the iceberg. There are theories suggesting that our existence may have been influenced by beings from other worlds, beings with knowledge that challenges our understanding. Oarao: do you believe in the possibility that ancient civilizations were influenced or even created by extraterrestrial beings known as the Anunnaki? Leonardo: that is a fascinating theory. If true, perhaps humanity's advancement wasn't a solitary path. We may be part of a much broader tapestry, woven with threads from distant stars. Leonardo, if these theories are true, what does it say about our destiny and purpose? Are we mere pawns in a cosmic game, or do we still have the power to shape our own future? Oarao, I believe that even in the face of greater truths, humanity has the capacity to forge its own path. The knowledge of these secrets can be a tool, not a shackle. Our journey through the Renaissance has revealed that history often hides more than it shows. Leonardo da Vinci, a man ahead of his time, left behind not only artworks but also coded enigmas within the fabric of time. With Oarao, we discover that true genius may be inspired by secrets that reach beyond the stars. The Mona Lisa, with her enigmatic smile, silently observes, an eternal reminder that the past still has many secrets to reveal. Thank you for joining us on iHistory, where history comes to life and the mysteries of the past are explored. Until our next encounter, where another page of history will be turned.